What's up guys, my name is Jack, you're watching JBTCG, and today we're going to look at the wild pricing in temporal forces and some ways that you could make some profits here. Strap in, this stuff is wild. The first thing we're going to look at is the Flutter Mane promo from the Walking Wake Pokemon Center ETB for temporal forces. Right now this is a $54 card according to TCG Player, but we can see listings in the 40s, so we'll call it a $45 card. As you can see, this is one of the few cards that has climbed in price over the past 3 months. We've seen a lot of cards kind of stagnate or actually fall off in price. A lot of the Surging Sparks cards, including the Pikachu, which dropped 30%, and then a lot of Crown Zenith cards as well. Even though that set and the sealed products are doing extremely well, a lot of the singles are kind of tapering off. But this card seems to be going against the trend. It was around $30 just like 3 months ago. Right now it's up around $45 on TCG Player. And when we look at how it stacks up against other Pokemon Center ETB promos, it's on the cheaper side. It's absolutely dwarfed by the Eevee, Charmander, and the Snorlax promos, which are all well over $100, with the Snorlax and the Charmander being close to $200 at this point. So this isn't where the craziness in this card comes from, it comes in its graded cost. In a PSA 10, this card sold yesterday at auction on eBay for $1,200. And you may say that's egregious, or it was shill-bidded to bring attention to the card. And that's my initial reaction as well. But then we look back 4 days earlier and we see another auction which ended at $1,400. 5 days earlier and we see one that sold for $1,750. And even earlier we have a $3,000 sale and then another sale at $1,875. There's a market for this card, and it's stupidly expensive. And you may be saying, that's Moonbreon money. What are people doing buying a Flutter Mane card? And I agree, I fully agree. I would never buy this card for this price. I'm not even interested in this card in general. But to find the reason for the crazy grade, we have to go over to PSA and look at the pop report. Here we can see that only 61 exist in a 10, which is quite low for a modern card, especially a modern promo card. But we also see 219 9s. Out of all the Flutter Manes graded, the gem rate, which is the portion of the cards that get a PSA 10 compared to the amount that were graded in general, is just above 18%. That's really, really low for a modern card. But let's see how it stacks up compared to other Pokemon Center ETB promos. Well, the Charmander promo from Obsidian Flames has a PSA 10 population of 485, which is significantly higher than the Flutter Mane, but also still pretty low. But with this card, we see over 4,000 were graded. So it has a gem rate of just around 11%. So it has a significantly higher population, but the gem rate is also much lower. So from what I'm gathering, the value in the Flutter Mane isn't necessarily from it being really hard to grade, although it is, and that is definitely contributing to it. It's that the population in a 10 is so low. So I think there's definitely a potential to make a play where you buy near mint copies on eBay or TCG Player, send a bunch of them in to get graded, and hope for a 10 on at least one of them. With $45 being what we'll call the Flutter Mane's cost to be, you could buy 20 of these copies, grade them, pray that you get a 10 on at least one of them, and then make your money back. Now, if you got 2 10s, you'd make a bunch of money here. The issue that comes here, and there's actually 2 issues. One is that most likely eBay and TCG Player sellers have removed the potential PSA 10 copies. And if it's near mint, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a PSA 10. A lot of these sellers, they know that there's a huge premium in PSA 10, so they're on the lookout. They're probably going to sell you the cards that they're going to estimate are going to be 9s or 8s, not 10s. Now you may get lucky, but your odds of finding a pristine copy of this card are probably much lower on these secondary marketplaces because these sellers are probably just going to try and grade it themselves. I do think there's still opportunity, but there's definitely a lot of luck involved with this. So let's look at the sealed product. How much would it cost to actually get one of these out of a sealed Pokemon Center ETB? Well, when we pull up the Walking Wake Pokemon Center ETB on TCG Player, we see that it's selling for around $200. And the last 13 sales on TCG Player in the past month and a half are above $200. You could buy 6 of these for $1,200 and try and grade the promo from each of them and have a decent chance of getting a 10 on maybe one of them, but again, that's a lot of risk and certainly too high of a risk for me. So let's move away from TCG Player. Let's move to eBay. What do we have on here? Well, we can see the cheapest listing right now is $190, best offer with $7 shipping. Not bad, not bad. About the same as TCG Player. Now, let's change the settings. Let's look at worldwide. I don't want to just buy from North America. Let's see if we can buy something from another country. Well, we have something really interesting here. There are tons of listings for at or under $100 USD with super expensive shipping, like $30 plus shipping, from the UK. Now, even with this insane shipping cost, it's still way cheaper than all of the US sellers. So what's happening here? Well, I can't tell you for absolute certain because I'm not 100% sure on this, so correct me in the comments if you actually know, but I assume that these ETBs were stocked on the UK Pokemon Center and stayed in stock much longer than they did in the US. I would also assume that the market for the Flutter Mane promo in a PSA 10 and the Flutter Mane promo in general is much stronger in the US compared to the UK. Like if this ETB just went out of stock a month or 2 months ago on the UK Pokemon Center, obviously it's not going to jump up to $200 and match the US one, which has been out of stock for months at this point. So I think there's two really good options here. One, you can buy these Pokemon Center ETBs as a sealed investment. I actually have already bought two. My average price, $110 per Pokemon Center ETB. When you compare that to market price in the US, it's pretty much half off. That's a great entry point. Also, the amount of Walking Wake Pokemon Center ETBs that were printed is much lower compared to other sets like Prismatic Evolutions, Destined Rivals. These are really, really popular sets, and they're more modern and they've come in with the craze, so they've gotten more and more printing of them. With Temporal Forces, it's always been kind of under the radar, and it was released about a year ago, so there was minimal hype. You could get a lot of booster boxes for right around $100 at that point, so Temporal Forces simply hasn't been printed to the ground. The other thing to note is that Temporal Forces Pokemon Center ETBs were split into two. There's an Iron Leaves and a Walking Wake, so that also further cuts the supply of these in half. So the amount of these specific ETBs with the specific Flutter Mane promo is significantly lower than a lot of people realize. I also think a lot of people are going to be opening these to get the sealed promos to try and flip it for grading, which is the second thing I was going to talk about. I also think that is a profitable option. You can buy a bunch of these from the UK for probably $110 to $130, open them, take out the packs, do whatever you want with the packs, and then try and grade all the promo cards. If you were going to spend $1,200 on this, you would only be able to buy 6 of these ETBs from a US seller, but if you bought from the UK, you'd be able to buy 10 ETBs for $1,200. You crack them open, you send them for grading, your odds of getting a PSA 10 out of that $1,200 from the UK is much higher because you have 10 Pokemon Center ETB promos compared to 6. I think either option right now is really, really good. Not a lot of people are talking about Temporal Forces right now, or this promo, or the Pokemon Center ETBs, and as we know with investing in Pokemon, the best time to do it is when people are focused on something else, because eventually the hype comes around and it reaches everything. I'm not necessarily saying you should empty your bank account and buy a bunch of these ETBs, but I would say to check them out and see what the cost is and see if it's worth it. I have been checking it out, and I personally think that I'm going to buy another Pokemon Center ETB after I finish filming this video. Now the last thing I want to cover is Temporal Forces cards and their whole set list. Right now, a lot of these cards are kind of dropping in price, and honestly, most of them haven't performed very well over the past year. When we look at one of the top cards, which is the Iron Crown, and we extend the graph on TCG Player to a year, we see it's dropped 12% in value. This card is insane. The artwork here is great. The artwork on all of these Temporal Forces cards are great. I think the prices here are an absolute steal. I know a lot of people don't like the Future and Past and Paradox Pokemon, but I think eventually a lot of people will come around to them, and especially a lot of people that grew up playing these games. So people that enjoyed Scarlet and Violet, the kids that enjoyed playing Scarlet and Violet. I think in 10 years' time, I can't imagine this card is $59 in near mint condition, and its PSA 10 I think is like $200. I can't imagine it stays that low either. My other favorite card from this set, the Iron Leaves EX, is like $30 in near mint condition. This is such a cool futuristic card. The gradient of the colors, the greens and the blues, everything about this is outstanding, but people don't really care about it because, I don't know, there's no hype. There's no people driving hype into Temporal Forces. There's no pump, I guess. But this is a set I've always been a fan of. I think there's insanely good cards here, and I think a lot of people are just underrating it right now. And in the future, I think this is going to be one of the better Scarlet and Violet sets. It's not the best. By no means is it the best. But I think this is a really, really solid, well-rounded set that a lot of people are sleeping on. I don't know. I'm a big fan of Temporal Forces. Let me know, are you guys a fan of this set? Are you one of the people that have been ignoring it? And what do you think about the Pokemon Center ETB plays and the Flutter Mane graded plays? And just the price of that thing in general. That is beyond me. I'd really like to interview one of the people that's buying that Flutter Mane for that price, because I don't know, that seems like irresponsible move to me. Anyways, that's all I got for today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay safe out there.